Hey guys, welcome back to No Man's Sky Waypoint version 4.0. This is episode number 2. We are picking up right where we left off, and I think it is time to go and get the stuff to build our base. Oh, one thing I want to do before I started, I think I noticed this and forgot to mention it. So normally what I do is I craft up a bunch of ion batteries, or I craft up a few ion batteries, and then I sell the cobalt and buy more ion batteries. Holy crap, they nerfed it. That was 200 yesterday, and now it's 76. Okay, I'd heard that they nerfed the price of cobalt. It looks like they have. So we're definitely gonna have to find some new money-making ways. Let's see, I did not see any ion batteries or life support gel for sale. Yesterday when I was playing through, I noticed. And yeah, it's not here. It used to be able, you could buy those everywhere. Now we can't. And with the drop in the price of cobalt, we definitely are going to need to be building those ourselves. So you want to definitely mine that up, as well as the ferrite dust so that you can make the ion batteries. Now, one thing I did notice for sale here, which I generally buy if I can, is copper. It's going to be 9 grand to buy 176. I'm going to buy that because we can convert that into chromatic metal, which we are going to need the lots of. So let's go get our terrain manipulator and our base computer. We have to leave the first planet to do that and go to the waypoint that we got last time. Now, when you're in space, if you kind of point at the other planets, you should get a little thing pop up. If it doesn't, then go into first person. I do like to generally hot key first person, which you can do on keyboard, and I'll make that 9. So I can go here, and then unknown planet, you can just hit C to scan it, and you can find out that that is an infested planet with fungal mold and copper. So it looked kind of cool. I was hoping it would be something better. So here's our signal source. It looks like it's on our same planet, which is odd, but it does happen. Usually they take you to a different planet. Now when you come in on the signal source, you'll see it says approximate location. This is where they want you to kind of run around and find it. This mountainous area kind of sucks, and I don't necessarily want to do that, so I usually hit the scanner and see if I can see it. It doesn't always pop up. I saw that one pop up over there. It just looks a little far to be the actual place, but we'll go over there and see if that's it. I might have just flown over it. It's usually about 500 U away. No, that is that is it. I think that's it. And there's a cave right there, which is nice. Let's see. No, that is not it. Oh, that's a trade terminal. Galactic trade terminal. You run into these every now and then. Oh, and it actually is unlocked. It used to be these were locked until you got to a certain point. They don't sell anything super awesome. But I'll go ahead and grab that beacon. And this is what they were wanting you to do, is use this target analyzer to kind of find your way. All right, so let me check my ship and make sure I have launch fuel. I do not. So let's go ahead and make some. Now you saw it for sale for like 60 grand in that trade terminal. That's a bit pricey. All right, so we're at 900 U away. You always want to make sure you've got fuel in your ship before you leave, so you don't have to run all the way back to it. All right, so I'm going to run over that way, and I will bring you back when I get there. There it is. Goodness. Oh, and look at that honey pot of oxygen. Man, I feel like they are definitely making up for the batteries and stuff with these big old patches of oxygen and sodium. So much oxygen. Now, I've heard the price of oxygen has really gone crazy. One of the things we used to do to make money was expand chlorine or carbon, and use oxygen to do that in a refiner, but the price of oxygen has gone way up. The price of chlorine and cobalt has gone way down, and oxygen is more scarce. So they have finally nerfed that to the degree that the haters should be happy with. But that just means we'll find another way, because life finds a way, right? Meow. Nailed it. All right, we're here. Still looking for one more creature to scan. And if I look in my Discoveries tab, I should be able to tell... Oh, no, I've got 3 more I need. Damn. Okay. and they're all underground. All right, well, that's not good. So look for weird stuff happening underground. All right, so let's come over here to this source and see what's up. The sparking wires of the machine generate a signal, tapping out its broadcast into the void. Whoever left this message is long gone. Well, let's decipher that signal. Decoding. No fuel. Failed to reach the station. Hazard protection low. No choice but to underground. Deployed base computer. As well as a log entry, the signal contains plans for a base computer and a terrain manipulator. So let's extract the plans. And there we go. That is what we wanted. Now that will unlock from the beginning if you ignore the quest, or the tutorial, I should say. So let's go over to the multi-tool. We need to install the terrain manipulator, which is 2 carbon nanotubes and a dihydrogen jelly. So we've got plenty of carbon. Now, I noticed that when I go to craft something, you used to be able to, see it says A and D next to the build. Should give you more, but it's not doing that right now. So if you hover over it, though, you can just hit E and craft more. But it was nice to be able to do it from that other menu. Hopefully they'll fix that soon. Got our dihydrogen jelly. Let's go ahead. Whenever there's a new update, it always takes them a few days to get the patches out, because you never know exactly what's going to need to be fixed. All right, so terrain manipulator. Now we can dig holes. And we can actually also create terrain as well, like that. We can flatten it, and we can restore it. So you can do all kinds of cool stuff with this. Be careful with it, though, especially if you're building a base, because the terrain will regenerate over time, and it could mess up your base. So I generally don't use a terrain manipulator for my base, or at least where I'm walking around. So, okay. So I got that salvage data. That's something that you definitely want to go grab as much of that as you can. Let's go ahead and recharge our life support. I've only got one of these, but I've got a butt ton of oxygen. Let's go ahead and use oxygen. Now I'm going to go ahead and fill this up, because I don't like falling in holes. Now I don't do that all the time when I'm just running around, but definitely here I want to do that. All right, so I went ahead and saved. So what we got to do now is get a base computer to do that. We are going to need copper, which I bought, but they want us to mine it. So let me see. Oh, there's that one over there. If I can find some copper. So what you're looking for, these white diamonds. Uranium. Okay, so there's copper. Oh, that's really close. All right, let's go grab that. It's only 150 U. That's usually a lot farther away. At least 500 in my experience. What we're going to do is we're going to go over to this copper deposit, and we're going to mine it up. Now, when you're using your terrain manipulator, you'll notice that you got a ball. That is what you're going to dig up. You got a small ball and you got a big ball. Now you want to small ball this when you're doing the resources. Small balling it will give you the most resources. Big balling it's going to make a big area, but you're not going to gather as much from it. So I'm going to take a few minutes and gather all this up as I work the rim, and I'll bring you back. Oh, hazard protection. Now just to speed things up, I have enough copper. I'm going to go ahead and slap down my refiner and go ahead and start refining some of this copper into chromatic metal. It's 2 to 1. So I'm going to do that while I'm working, just to kind of be more efficient with my time. All right, now when you run out of charge on your terrain manipulator, you can charge it normal way, but you use ferrite, dust, pure ferrite, or magnetized. But if you scroll all the way over, you don't readily see it. You can use silica powder, which is what you get from digging holes. So you can recharge it basically for free. I definitely do that as much as possible. Now the silica powder you want to keep as well, because you can refine that into glass, which you'll want to do when you're building your base, if you want to have windows and light, which I enjoy. All right, it looks like I have sucked up every last bit of it. So we'll go ahead and grab our refiner and head on back. You know what? We don't have to head on back, because we don't have to build here. Oh, what is this? Uranium? I'm going to go ahead and mine this up too, because uranium is actually used as launch fuel. And yeah, so let me keep refining that copper, and I'm going to mine up this uranium too, because it's right here. Now, normally I probably wouldn't do this, but it's early game, and this has been rebalanced, so you're definitely going to be incented to do this from a money standpoint. Look at this dude just chilling. He is not even concerned about what I'm doing. Watch out, buddy. Terrain manipulation is happening. You're just walking through it like no big deal. Good luck in your hole. All right. Let's go ahead and grab that. I got a butt ton of uranium. Let's call our ship over before our batteries die. So we just go down and do that, and our ship will fly to us. Hurry, 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 hurry. My battery's dying. One little sliver. Land faster, bro. All right. Way to be cheap, Bob. Way to be cheap. Don't recharge it unless you have to. Okay, so now we want to lay down our base computer, or at least that's what the game wants us to do. I am not feeling this planet right now. Maybe we'll find a better place. So let's see if we can. Or at least a better place on this planet. Now, we will not get the space station to show up in our HUD, or at least as a marker for us, until we build a base. Now, you can build a simple base and you can build multiple bases, but look at this. I'm just gonna build the one because of the resources. Now, this is kind of cool. I've never really built at one of these. They are really not efficient for looking at ships just because of the layout. It looks really cool, but it's hard to see everything from one spot. I've got to say, these look awesome. And what are they called? I can never remember the name of it. The Planetary Archive. That's what it's called. What's up, buddy? So here is another ship we could purchase for 6 million units. Don't have that kind of scratch on me. And you got landing pads down here as well. To check out, where are they? Yeah, see, that's over there. But we can talk to these guys. What's up, technology merchant? Now, this guy, similar to the other one that we saw in the Miners Outpost, has blueprints and components. They should have different kind of stuff. Well, it's similar types of things, but it should be a little bit different. I'm gonna have to go through and figure out the new pricing. This is actually a really good price for wire looms. So we should maybe put a base down here just for that. Negative 38% demand is awesome. They're on sale in the sale bin. All right, and let's check your blueprints. Now, the blueprints are things that you can build in your exosuit. And sometimes in your ship. So let's purchase blueprints, and some of them you have to be a certain rank to buy, like this one, have to have a higher rank before they'll sell you the blueprint. But you can get all this stuff in the anomaly, which we'll get to relatively quickly. All right, so shield lattice, I need antimatter to build that. Always look at what you need to build it, and I can't make antimatter yet. Barrel ionizer, I could do that. I could do that. That would be expensive. I don't have antimatter yet. All right, now over here, this is the Envoy. This guy I don't think we can do much with yet. Yep, we're not in high enough with the guild. We got to visit guys in the space station for that, but this guy can give us missions later on. Sometimes he just gives us stuff. And then over here is a trade terminal, just like the one we saw before. Still not selling batteries. All right, I guess that's the thing now, huh? Be that way. Be that way. Now, one cool thing is you can talk to these guys, and these guys will teach you words in their language, and then when you repeat words back to them, if they like the way you say it, which you have no control over, they will sometimes give you things. So we're going to request dialect help. Now, we already learned 2 words from that first guy, but we're going to go ahead and request dialect help, because once you have 3 words, you can talk to them 3 different times. Now, I'm going to go through this pretty quick. It takes a little bit of time. It's definitely worth doing on your own, but in a playthrough like this, it's not something you're going to want to watch for a long time. So I'm going to go ahead and learn. Now, with Korvax, you want to learn technology symbols if it offers you that. Now, I don't see those, so I'm going to go with a travel symbol, unknown. Now, with Gek, you're going to want to learn trade symbols, and with Vy'keen, you're going to want to learn aggression symbols, because that is the language that they like best. Korvax are kind of scientists, Vy'keen are warriors, and Gek are traders, so you want to learn things that they want to talk about. All right, this is what I was looking for. They gave me an upgrade. So I got a life support module upgrade, free upgrade. And let's see, anything else? Sometimes you will learn blueprints from these guys as well. So my standing went up twice overall, and I got a blueprint. So I'm going to hop in here real quick so my radiation will not go down. Look in here, life support module. You know what I really wish? I wish this cargo would be over here. I want this to be straight across. I don't like looking down here. I want things to be across here. And I don't need to see this picture. This is not worthwhile. So if you're taking notes, Hello Games, let's just move this over here and I think everybody will be happy. I doubt it. All right, so this technology, we hit E to install, and then we can stick that in our technology slots up here. Now you want to put this next to your life support, and you'll see these little blue bands around them, different colors for different items, and that means it's getting a boost. So this gives me 12% more life support tanks, so that will last even longer, and I get a little boost because they are adjacent. It's called the adjacency bonus. Now I can store this technology or move it, so I can move it over here anywhere else in technology. I cannot move it down here. This is new. You used to be able to put it in our general tab, but that no longer exists. But we can get more slots in our technology, so hopefully that will make up for it. Now, the other thing we can do is we can store it. So if we don't want to use that anymore, but we don't want to get rid of it, we can hit X, and then we can put it in our cargo as storage, which I really like that because you can take stuff out of your ship. You don't lose them forever. But we're going to install it. We're going to use it. It doesn't cost anything to use, and it just helps. So I'm going to look to see if there's any other guys here. Usually there's more than 3. Sometimes they're on the pads. All right, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get a journey milestone. And I'm not even going to look at what it is. Now I'm going to throw down a base computer. Now you can put a base computer down on pretty much anywhere. So I can put a base computer down here and build right off of this pad if I want to. And I do. So I'm going to slap down my base computer. And I am going to claim this base in the name of Bob. You all work for me now. Not really, but it'd be cool. All right, there we go. Base computer is online. Now it's going to want us to talk to it. We're going to do this for a little while in our gameplay, meaning we're going to come back to this thing multiple times to learn new technology and to progress our storyline. But we're going to access our logs from previous users. So we got a used base computer, and you know what? Usually you think that's a bad thing, but this one's got free stuff in it, so we'll take it. All right, storm sweeping across, base construction supplies low, depositing shelter plans while need to back soon. So let's extract the plans. And there we go. We got a couple pieces of construction that we learn how to do. We cannot build anything near that cool picture right there, but we learned some stuff. All right. Now, in order to build these things, we are going to need carbon. I have a decent amount of carbon, so let's go for it. How do I want to do this? Maybe right here in the middle? That'd probably weird them out, but whatever. Let's do it anyway. So I can put a floor on this, and I can go into my build camera and kind of see it better. So I'm going to do that. All right, now I'm just going to build a quick little box. You only have to slap down 6 parts, and I may not have quite enough carbon to do this the way I want to, so I may have to expand it later. So we're just going to go 1 high for now. I usually go 2 high. Let's just slap it down 1 high to get a roof on it. And now you can put a door here like this, but I don't have any pure ferrite, and I'm not going to worry about it. It'll be fine. Now, I don't need that there anymore, so I'm going to pick that up. And now I have a place to hide from the storms. Aha, you're in the storm. So the other thing I'm going to do is move my base computer over here so I don't have to run over there to get it. Now to do that, I'm going to go into my build camera mode so I don't have to go out into the storm. I'm going to hit C to edit base plans, and then I'm going to right click to move. And we're going to grab it, and we're going to set it right here. That's probably going to put my ship in a really weird spot, but meh, it'll be fine. Because I can reach it from inside the confines of my home. So let's access logs from previous user. Blah, blah, blah. Construction's a success. Recovering salvage data from nearby. Plans logged. Scans indicate additional subterranean devices. Begin searching. So we're going to extract our plans. And this gives us the construction research unit. Now you use this just for a little while in the beginning, and then it becomes obsolete. But for now, it is what we will use because we're doing the tutorial. So we need to build that right here. We're going to need magnetized ferrite and a carbon nanotube. So let's go ahead and slap our refiner down. You may want to build more than one of these refiners. You can build multiple if you want to refine stuff faster. And we're going to make some magnetized ferrite, which is ferrite dust to pure ferrite, and then pure ferrite to magnetized. So we need 40 magnetized ferrite, so we're going to need 80 pure ferrite. Oh, we needed 20. My bad. Put you in the corner. All right, so now we can research buildable technologies or structures. We want to go for technologies, and we need to have more salvage data. I've only got 2, so I can learn the base teleporter, but I also need another one to learn the biofuel reactor so that I can power it. Yeah, come on. I need 1 for that. So you can also learn save beacons over here, batteries and solar panel. They have really enhanced the biofuel reactor unless that's changed. So it's a lot more feasible to use, at least for a little while, than it used to be. And it's pretty cheap to make. It only takes 25 oxygen and 1 metal plating. That's pretty sweet. All right, so first thing we need to do is, well, base computer wants us to talk to it, so let's do that. Capture a screenshot. There we go. And then we can rename it, and we can upload it, and now anybody can visit that base because it's been uploaded to the servers. So, let's get out of the storm. All right, now I'm gonna need some carbon, more carbon to make these carbon nanotubes. Now I can pick up my refiner and grab the carbon out of that. See, I get that carbon back. So now I got 95 more carbon, so I can make a carbon nanotube and slap down this base teleporter. All right, so I'm gonna put this right there. Huh, that actually fit. I didn't realize that would fit in a 1-story. Cool. All right, so now we're gonna have to learn the biofuel reactor to power it, and in order to do that, we got to go find buried technology, which is right there. So you look for these little chevrons. That one's closer, so we're going to go to that one. So we're going to go grab that, and probably some more carbon along the way. Ah, watch out, dude. You almost landed on me. And they got to watch out shooting around sentinels, because sometimes it makes them mad. Yeah, see? He's investigating now. So we're going to run away. I don't like to be investigated, as a general rule. All right, grab this buried technology. Sometimes it's worth digging around them because occasionally you'll have 2 of them kind of stacked together. Metal fingers. I don't think I can dig those up quite yet. Uranium. Another buried tech. Another buried tech. Alright, there's several pieces of buried tech really close to me. So I'm going to run around and grab these real quick. Because we're going to want them in the future. So, I'm going to spend a few minutes doing that, and I will be back with you. I probably should mark it. Now with the buried tech... Oh, see, look, there's 2 of them here. Sweet. Okay, so that plant broke my life support. And he barely hit me. This is becoming a thing. Kind of surprised at that by normal mode. I like it. It's more of a challenge. I mean, I don't like it, but I like the challenge of it. Put it that way. Makes me pay attention more. You know how I don't like to pay attention. Before you go jumping off a hill, make sure you got a full tank. Nailed it. Now these will also teach you words. Knowledge stones, I believe they're called. I sometimes call them wordy towers. And now I have learned 8 words. The student has become... Well, I'm still a student. But I'm learning. I'm learning, guys. Now, I haven't seen more than 2 salvage data yet. Is that a thing? Are we only getting 2? I think we're only getting 2 now. Used to be between 2 and 4. Alright. Tired of running. We'll fly back. See, how did I do? I got 28. It took me, I don't know, I spent maybe 10 minutes running around. Scanning stuff. Digging up stuff. Just kind of chilling out. Exploring my new little home world, at least for now. Now, You can mine with your ship. Certain spots are better than others. These rocky areas where you'll see a lot little pebbly rocks are great. And if you have the scatter blaster gun, what's it called? The positron ejector, you'll be able to hit a lot faster. So it's a good way to mine up things, carbon, ferrite dust, stuff like that. Mostly ferrite dust. You can see I'm gathering that pretty quick. Just try not to overheat. Getting some dihydrogen too. Usually you get some geodes. But these kind of rough areas like this are usually the best places to do it. Just kind of fly low and shoot. See, I got 1,000 ferrite dust here in just a few seconds. Oh, hello. That's not a bad looking fighter. 10 million? No, thank you. Wow. I am broke. So, we need to learn the biofuel reactor now. I got a little bit more carbon, right? Not much, but enough to make this look better. So let's slap that down there. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to fall in the hole. That would be embarrassing. So let's go over here and learn the biofuel reactor so we can fuel that teleporter, and then we will head to the space station. Now, you can also learn structures in here if you want to learn more building parts. You can learn glass framed panels, which are great for the roof if you want to let light in. And then you've got different build styles here. You're going to learn a lot more of these once you get to the anomaly. They got smalls and triangles as well, so you can get more creative in your building. I am not a builder. There are a lot of great builders out there. BeebleBum is one of them. Zane does a decent job. Jason is not good at all. But yeah, check out some of the other guys in No Man's Sky. Great community that we have here. All right, biofuel reactor. We need 1 metal plating and 25 oxygen. Metal plating. All right, so in your furnace, one thing that's very important is I don't want to put everything in here because then I will be out of it. When you pick up a stack, you do pick up everything. I am gonna wheel this down, put 1 in there, and that's gonna last for 38 minutes. That's pretty strong. And that looks way better than it used to. Man, that's awesome. Okay, so now the base computer is like, you are good, son, go to the space station. Right? Is that what you're gonna say to me? Yes. Scanner detected unusual broadcast repeating 16 from the space station. Let's go investigate. All right, let's go. Now, don't leave stuff in your refiner. I'm sure that it hasn't been fixed yet. If it has, let me know. But leaving stuff in here, half the time it'll be gone when you get back. So I'm just going to wait for that to finish, and then I will go to the station. Oh, I got a Viking dagger I picked up somewhere. All right, so if you look at dihydrogen, costs 40 to create. You used to be able to refine it down to 50. Let's see if you still can. Hurry up. You can. You will get 50 per. Yep. So this gives you a 20% return, turning your dihydrogen into dihydrogen jelly and then refining it back down. You can have more of that. I can stack more in here too. I used to only be able to put 10 in here. Now I can put 20. So that's awesome. Hey, buddy. Okay, this guy actually sells ion batteries. First time I've seen that. Oh, no, wait. Those are mine. Cut. All right, now when we take off, we will see the station marked right there. So as soon as we get out of the atmosphere, we can pulse engine over there and get there usually pretty quick. All right, first space station. Now these have gotten a little graphics update too to the entrance, which I think is pretty cool. And here is the first time space station music. I have the volume turned down on the music because it's usually overpowering, but you'll see it, you'll hear it when you go in one for the first time. Enjoy it. This one actually had a pretty shallow tube. Some of them are longer than others. You know how it goes. Now, when you go to the space station, you are here to uncover the secrets of 16. We will not uncover that for quite some time if you don't know, but they want you to do it by talking to random aliens. Here is a Gek. We've seen one for the first time, I think, because we're in a Korvax system. Look at those eyes. You just want to, like, tap them and make them go boing, don't you? That's what I do. So these are the guys you want to talk to ask about 16. You're going to have to talk to 3 beings. This is a Viking, A hornless Viking at that. What happened to your horns, bro? You got dehorned. So we're going to talk to Korvax, Viking, or Gek. Talk to any three you want. Do not talk to the ones in the stalls, because generally the ones that you talk to at this part of the quest, if the quest is enabled, will never speak to you again. So if you talk to the stall guys, then you can't use those stalls for things. And, you know, it's never good when you can't use a stall, right? All right, let's... I don't like Gek, so we're going to talk to you, so I don't have to talk to you anymore, okay? We're going to ask about 16. He's going to be like, I don't know, bro. What about you? Going to ask about other travelers. Meh. Doesn't really tell me anything. This is where the weird stuff happens. The life form chatters away, accessing me with beady, inquisitive eyes, but when I blink, I see the same red light that stared at me at the distress beacon. So we're going to repeat 16. We are watching you, traveler friend. Find what we left for you. Though the alien speaks, the words are not their own. The string of code is echoed back to me through the red glare, logged directly to my exosuit. The crimson light fades away and I see the life form blinking at me expectantly. Whatever has happened, they do not appear to have seen it. I should leave. Perhaps my base computer will be able to make something of this code. So we got a code we got to take back to our base computer, and this is where the quest tells you you can use this teleporter to go back to base a lot quicker. But we are here, so we're going to check it out. Looking through your visor at ships will tell you the class of the ship as well as the cost and the storage. You see this is a B class 30 plus 21 plus 0. That last plus 0 is there because there used to be a cargo slot, which is no longer there. So I imagine they'll update that at some point. They just added it a few months ago, so why not just take it back away? But who knows? Now over here is where the good stuff is. This is what you can use to modify and scrap ships. This is what you can use to modify your appearance, and we're going to do that because I am not a fan of this outfit. So let us change, and you can save some prefit sets here too. I wonder if I can look like the guy in the picture. Oh wait, hold on. I'm not dressed yet, but I just heard an exotic. There it is. First exotic, S-Class, 37 million. Has 29 slots in it and 26 in tech. Wow, that is amazing. 26 technology slots. So this is an exotic ship. All exotics are S-Class. Not all S-Class are exotics. These are A. This must be a nice system. But anyway, there it is. I heard it. Had to run over. I don't have my pants on yet. Sorry, don't look. Don't look at me. Close as I could get to the guy on the box. That head style, I can't get that paint exactly the same. What do you think? Darker red or lighter red? We're gonna go with that. We're gonna go with that. And body shape, I want 5 because I like to be buff. I work out. All right, there we go. I mean, that's close. Anyway. All right, so we're in the space station. We're looking sharp. We're looking fly. We want to come over here and we want to buy exosuit upgrade slot, which gives us a slot either in technology or in general. Now we can click whichever spot we want to put this in. If this is driving you nuts and you want to fill in the square, which it's kind of happening to me. I think that's what I'm gonna do because I've got extra technology slots for now. Let's start with putting that in. So let's upgrade purchase inventory slot. It did not say if it cost me money or not. It used to cost 5 grand. Now these are technology merchants. You can buy technology upgrades here. What I'm looking for mainly is shields and boost. And I'm looking for S-Class. Life support I'm not worried about. Okay, so this guy doesn't sell anything great. They do have a C-Class movement module, which I could afford. But those are really a crapshoot, to be honest with you. Now, you used to be able to sell these, so let's see if I take this out and store this technology. And I come over here to you. Can I sell this to you for a decent amount? Let's purchase. Let's go ahead and sell. Oh, wow. Okay, they really nerfed that. So 16 nanites is all we get. Usually it used to be you got about half to 2/3 of what they would sell for. Now, the other thing you can do is you can dismantle it, which will give you 50 oxygen, 1 carbon nanotube, and 1 wiring loom. And a wiring loom's worth 50 to 80 grand. So it's probably worth it to dismantle that as opposed to selling it for nanites, in my opinion. So it's definitely worth using. This guy is the exocraft technology. We haven't gotten to that yet. This guy is ship technology. Let's just see what he's got. Nothing super great. So let's check the multi-tool that they have for sale. This is going to be a couple $1,000,000. Surely it is not much better than mine. It doesn't look at all better. Actually, the damage potential is much higher because it actually has a weapon in it. But it is $500,000 to buy it. 11 slots to my 8 slots. We will decline that and look to see what this guy has for sale. Now, the thing that you may want to purchase over here is a scanning upgrade, because this is going to give you more money for scanning objects on planets. Back in this back room, there is another trade terminal and these lovely characters. Hello. This used to sell different stuff. Let's see if it is the same. It's pretty similar to what they sold out front. Now, these back rooms always have some bush that'll give you something. So if you want to get something from a backroom bush, go ahead and stick your hand in there and see what happens. Look around for these cubes on the tables. Grab these. They're going to give you nanites or navigational data. Some stations will have 4 or 5 of them. Some will only have 1 or 2. Now, this spaceship guy usually has one in front of him, but I didn't see one on you. Used to be one right here, where that is. Unfortunate. We've got a lot of activity in this space station, which is kind of cool. Usually starter systems are pretty slow on the activity front. Just going to run through here and make sure I didn't miss anything. The back room at a Corvac station generally is nothing good. We'll just check to make sure. Yep, just a little conference table with some chairs, some more bush. The bush is out front. No good. All right, so normally in a normal mode save, I'm going to run and do keep moving and doing stuff because it's so easy to get things. But because it is difficult to get things now, I'm going to spend my time and talk to all these guys and learn stuff and see if I can get some free tech from them. I learned the word pathetic. And I think that's it. All right, so I talked to everybody here that I could talk to. I ended up getting a bunch of technology modules and a map. So I got 2 A-class plasma launcher modules, a bolt caster module, and a photon cannon module. And that's the only one I think I can use right now. That will go in my ship and give me a whopping 2% more damage. So suck it, Sentinels. Plasma launcher and bolt caster. See, these are valued at 600 and 140 nanites. That's because there's 2 of them. But while we're here, last thing I want to show you guys in the space station, this is the mission agent here. You can talk to this guy, and he can give you missions that will earn you money and nanites when you reach that point in the storyline, which is a little bit farther. This is the envoy. I don't really mess with that guy. I don't really know what he does. But this guy's a cartographer? Yeah, this guy's a cartographer. This is where you can buy charts to different places. So you can exchange for specific charts. And what you're going to do is you're going to exchange your navigational data that you've been finding. And they added a new one, exosuit upgrade chart. The alien cartographic data is what we got. This gives you ancient ruins. You have commercial, which is going to give you trade posts and miners outposts. Emergency, which will give you crash ships, which we want to go do that. Let's scrap a ship. And then secret, which is going to give you sentinel manufacturing facilities like we visited the other day, which you can raid and get some materials from. So these are actually pretty cool. Let's go ahead and buy, I wonder how many we can get. All right, so apparently I have like 5 nav data. So we're going to go ahead and buy 3. We're going to go ahead and buy 3 of these. And we're going to use those on our way out. Now, we're supposed to teleport back to our base, but meh. I don't want to use the launch fuel when I get back to my base. So, let me just check the sales price on these A-class. Okay, so now these are selling for a much better price. So I am going to sell these. Those, I have 2 of them, and they are selling for a good price. So that B-class one, I wonder what was up with that. I should have checked the other. Well, you know what? I can. I wonder if it's like used, if that changes it. Once you know what it is. I bet you that does. Yeah, now it's worth 16 nanites. So because I used it, it's not worth as much. Aha! We're learning, folks. We are learning. So use it, and it won't be worth as much. Just go ahead and sell it, and it looks like it will still be worth about the same. That's good to know. All right, guys, this has been a long one. If you made it all the way to the end, please hit that like button for me. If you haven't subscribed already, please consider doing so. I'm going to go ahead and end it here. It's been 40 minutes. Next time, we are going to go find some crash ships. We're going to make some money, and we're going to continue on this journey through No Man's Sky Waypoint. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Remember, if you're going to be a Bob, have fun with it.